I'm in Cloverport, Kentucky, right on the Ohio River, right over there, Indiana. They say this is the area or close to it where Lincoln, at about 7 years old, crossed over the Ohio River with his family into Indiana. He had a boyhood home over there, which isn't that far from here, and then eventually ended up in Illinois. They say around this area is the spot. I thought it was a great location as I'm just taking a break and doing a little lunch break to think about the kindness that was extended to me last week, and just thinking about as we're in this together is just an encouragement to all of us to be kind during this time. It's April 2020, at the end of April, and we're still in the middle of this, and we'll be in this for a while, so we're going to be in this together for a while, so we might as well choose to be kind. A few things happened last week, and one of them was I called ahead to Bojangles in Versailles, Kentucky for lunch. I like to get Bojangles every once in a while. When I pulled into the parking lot, I think it was the manager, I'm thinking it's the manager who made this decision. He came out with my food and I was going to pay for it, and he just handed it to me and he said, it's on the house and thank you for what you're doing. I was just touched by that. It just kind of choked me up a little bit because there had been kindness earlier that morning that I didn't really even think much about, but that just kind of brought it to the surface. All this kindness that had been going on that day. That morning I had stopped at Panera Bread to get a hazelnut coffee and a cinnamon crunch bagel with the honey walnut spread. I love those bagels. Those are just wonderful. And I was having trouble getting my food, and I'm still trying to figure out the app and when I need to check in and when I need to check out and all this stuff to let them know that I'm there and all this. And I think I missed a step. And I was sitting out in my truck in front of Panera just wondering what to do because I really didn't want to walk to the drive-thru. There's lots of cars, stuff like that, and it can be a little precarious. But this lady pulls up beside me in her car, and she said, asked if she could help me, and I said, well, I'm just trying to get their attention to get my food. And she said, oh, I'll go get it. And she went into the drive-thru, and there was already a couple cars in there, and she got my food and brought it back out. And I just thought that was just the sweetest thing, somebody just taking their time to do that, just a kind thing that, I kind of knew that morning that it happened and that it was kind, but I didn't dwell on it much. But then when the thing happened at lunchtime, God is so good. And people are just being kind for no other reason but to be kind, not looking for something in return. And for me, sometimes kindness has that kind of motive, is I'm looking for somebody to do something for me. And that's just not how kindness should operate. You're just not looking for people to give you something in return because you've showed them kindness. You just show kindness. So, I'll quit rambling. Those are my little stories. And just want to encourage you all just to be kind to each other. And as best as you can, tether it. And I've said this before. I'm going to throw Jesus in there again into this. That it's kindness connected with Jesus Christ is the best kind of kindness, because Ephesians 4:32 says to be kind and compassionate and tenderhearted and forgiving as God and Christ has forgiven you. So there you go. My encouragement to you all this beautiful April day. Bye.